I'm Stephen Foskett, organizer of Tech Field Day and founder of Gestalt IT, and I'm here at Commvault Go in beautiful National Harbor, Maryland. And I'm meeting up with somebody that I've known for a long time. This is Mark Shirman of Congruity360, and Mark and I, full disclosure, worked together at Glasshouse Technologies. You want to feel old? 16 years ago. Yes, now I feel old. So welcome, Mark. It's good to talk with you again.
Good to be here. Thank you.
And so tell us a little bit about Congruity. What's the TLDR on who is Congruity360?
Sure. So Congruity360 is really a transformation of a business that started about a dozen years ago in the refurbished hardware business. So buy storage for pennies, sell it for dollars, evolved to a business that provides third-party maintenance as opposed to working with OEMs. We would take that over and provide parts on a worldwide basis. That business, I would call our legacy business. We've actually divested a fair amount of that. And now the focus is really on all services related to infrastructure. Deep subject matter expertise around storage, server, the network, all the things, data migrations, all the things like that, as well as moving to and between clouds. We are a group of engineers, primarily with providing services to OEMs, to other resellers as part of the process. So really our expertise and our differentiator is the fact that we're very deep engineers in that space.
And so Congruity grew, like you said, as companies coming together, mergers, and has shifted over time. How big is the company now? What kind of company is this?
So the company is about 150 people. We just completed a merger about 6 months ago with a company on the West Coast that does e-discovery. And e-discovery for us is really just another way to manage data, information governance, a use case for managed storage. And we do a tremendous amount with managed services, leveraging a data center that we own in Fall River. Yeah. So we are growing. We doubled from last year. We're probably double again next year. Seeing a great demand for need and services around infrastructure.
And yeah, speaking of that data center in Fall River, so that thing's brand new. I've been hearing about it from your team. Tell us a little bit more about it. I heard that it's one of the largest data centers in New England?
Yes, it is. It's 203,000 square feet. It is the largest privately owned data center in New England. We also sit on the hub for all the dark fiber in that region, so we got lots of connectivity. We're very close to one of the largest power plants in the region. And so owning a data center is not for the faint of heart. What we've done is we've really used that as a differentiator for the engineering services we have. We have interoperability labs. We bring people into that space to be able to try a variety of technologies and heterogeneous environments. We're also the only authorized trainer for Pure Storage in North America, so we have people come in for training, again, to get hands-on knowledge in various use cases. And then we run 24/7 out of that data center. So it allows us to do monitoring for backup as a service, storage as a service, those types of things. So we really leverage that. The data center itself is like a lot of businesses in Fall River. It used to be a old factory burned down in the late 1800s. Yeah, burned down in the late 1800s, and they rebuilt it with granite, 3-foot granite blocks all the way around the building and 10 feet down in the ground. So we utilize the granite for a box-in-a-box design. So we just recently won the largest rebate in the history of the local utility company for being green.
Oh, wow.
So we take advantage of that. We're 50 miles from Boston, about 100 some odd miles from New York. So very safe, but also sort of off the beaten track. So the joke is, if anybody was going to bomb Fall River, they probably missed.
Well, I wouldn't. It is Fall River, so I would watch out for kaiju monster attacks.
Yeah.
That could happen. I swear.
However,
they would probably be attracted more to Boston.
However, our data center is the place you wanted to come in case of a zombie apocalypse, because there's plenty of power and plenty of electricity and safety.
Are you stocking it up with food too?
Yeah.
All right.
Plenty of Swedish fish.
Swedish fish, all you can eat.
Yeah.
Well, in modern companies, right? You got to have the snacks.
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah. Hopefully, have the dogs too, and bouncy balls and so on. Well, I'll come out and see your data center actually next week.
We'd love to do that.
I'm glad to be part of that. So if you're watching this, you'll be able to see kind of a walk around of this famous place on the Gestalt IT YouTube channel. We'll be posting that next week. And we're actually going to be learning a lot more about Congruity on Friday. I believe that you're sending some folks in for a presentation at Storage Field Day.
That's correct. So we'll be out there. We'll be talking about the services we do, some of our experiences, and the offering we're doing with Commvault around hybrid cloud.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I talked yesterday with David No from Commvault about Commvault in managed services use case. And I think this is your use case with Commvault as well.
That's correct. So we're really leveraging the software and its ability to be able to read from any platform and write to any platform. And we're essentially rolling out a marketplace as a service. So customers could move data to and between clouds, on and off prem. We leverage Commvault to do that, and technically only a credit card would swipe. And so you get very much the cloud experience, but you can get managed services on top, which is what we specialize in.
So it's really a SaaS offering built on Commvault. Is it literally a credit card?
It's literally
so I can literally put in my credit card,
have
Commvault software running in your managed service facility, and what's the entry point for that? How small or how large can someone be?
It could be as small as people want to go. I think the primary use cases we're seeing now is a lot of tertiary data, so long-term archive, things like that. We run across tremendous amounts of opportunities where people are trying to get petabytes off the floor that literally isn't touched for at all. 95% of the stuff is never touched. But they need to hold on to it for compliance reasons. The corporate counsels are making them hold on to it for governance reasons. So we can take it on for a fraction of the cost. We can also layer on e-discovery and archiving solutions on top.
Yeah, thanks to the Commvault.
Exactly. So we have all the pieces, but very, very simple to consume. Commvault has been tremendous working with us on pricing models so that we can hit the right price point in the market. And whether you do a credit card or a PO is created on larger enterprises, it's a very simple process. We're leveraging some tools from Google Cloud, so Orbitera and Apogee specifically underneath all that make it all fit together very simply.
Great. Yeah, I know that Commvault has had some criticism in the past for sort of opaque licensing terms and maybe even difficult licensing. They've gotten that memo. Yeah. We've heard that loud and clear in our discussions with Commvault here at Commvault Go. They understand that. Yeah. They're actively changing how things are licensed. And it sounds like they're actively changing how they work with folks like yourselves as well.
Yeah, we've had a very, very positive experience. I think to Commvault, we represent some innovation that they can't necessarily do internally, but they can take advantage of. Mm-hmm. And for us, it provides us a software stack that we can really leverage and take it out. It may not be exclusive, but it certainly gets the process going.
All right. Now, and just one final note here. As I said, we work together at Glasshouse. This sounds like to me like an evolution, kind of a continuation of your career from Glasshouse into Congruity360. Do you see it that way as well?
I have not really sat back and thought about it, but I am experiencing that as I come across more people and the connection points. When I left Glasshouse, I essentially worked on a software company that was moving servers to and between clouds. So I got a big cloud education. I actually did it in Silicon Valley, which was a story unto itself. When I came back to the Boston area, this was that next evolution. And I really think that infrastructure lends itself very well to outtasking to other companies. Mm-hmm. If you're a drug company, you should make applications and put your innovation into making drugs. If you're manufacturing, that's what you do. Managing that infrastructure is not what everybody does well. We're the plumbers. Yeah. We make that work.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's kind of a philosophical evolution. It's the same concept where, if a company needs specialized expertise or specialized services around storage, and are you seeing as well, as you mentioned, you're kind of running into some of the same personalities in the industry. I know there's a lot of folks at Commvault who have history with you at Glasshouse and other spaces. So. It seems like that was a great environment for us all to get to know each other and evolve our skills and move on with whatever it is that we're doing now.
Yeah, it's very helpful. It's also been very gratifying. Many of the folks, like yourselves and others, have really had very successful careers. So they may have gotten their start with me or somewhere along the way, and it's very gratifying to see them all doing so well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, thank you. It's so great to catch up. It's been a long time since we've spoken, and it's great to see you again, and great to see you doing well in our industry here, again, in the industry of storage.
Thanks. It's a pleasure.
So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, just head over to our YouTube channel. It's just YouTube/GestaltIT, and you can see some more videos like this one. You can also go to Tech Field Day, techfieldday.com, Tech Field Day on Facebook, Tech Field Day on YouTube, and you will see presentations by tech companies, deep discussions around the technology and how it works, including, as mentioned, a live streamed presentation from Congruity360 this Friday morning Pacific time, lunchtime Eastern, and so I hope you'll tune in for that. But for me, thank you for watching. I'm Stephen Foskett from Gestalt IT, and this is Mark Shirman from Congruity360.